afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Barely Necessities. That's laughingplace.com's live discussion of Disney merchandise. Over there is our site manager, Rebecca Burbank, and I'm Rebecca Mosley, the co-founder of Laughing Place, and we're excited to talk some Disney merch. Becca, they have been keeping you busy so much.
Yes, they have. We're not even talking about everything that dropped on Shop Disney on Monday, but there were like 7 new collections. It was insane.
Wow. I still can't get over just how much stuff has been popping up in my feed. If you don't follow Laughing Place on Twitter, I highly recommend that you do, so you get notified whenever we're sharing new merchandise drops like this. Also, if you follow us here on YouTube, we've got a morning update. It happens every morning at 9 a.m. Pacific. And once again, you'll find out kind of the latest and greatest happening within that Disney world, including merchandise. But for today's show, Becca, we are going to start off with a Halloween collection.
Yes, so we can finally talk about Halloween, right? Because tomorrow's the first not so scary party, and Shop Disney's Halloween shop has opened. But yes, we saw previews of this during Halfway to Halloween back in March, and finally the Fab Five collection has arrived. I really like this color scheme. I think we liked it back when we first saw it, and I think it still is very impressive.
Yeah, and then they've got a couple of the old standbys, right? You've got the Mickey jack-o'-lantern look and a few items like the mouse ears. This mini vampire mini ears, these are epically spooky.
Yes, they are. Yeah, good job, Shop Disney.
Yeah, let me pull up my list. Okay, and let's see. There's also, as Becca was saying, this color scheme with the bright turquoise, that kind of fluorescent-y pink color, and that yellow really pops against the traditional pumpkin orange background. So you're looking at a lot of items with those colors, whether it's that item or this backpack, which once again features the similar color scheme with this Mickey Fab 5 Halloween collection. Those are all over at Shop Disney, and you can scroll through them in the article that we'll be linking below. Let's see. Next up, we have some Munchlings. Oh, hey, let me scroll up to the top so you can see how cute they all are. Look at that. We have a new wave of Munchlings. Oh, I lost Becca. Hopefully she'll pop back in here. So here she comes. We've got some new Munchlings. This time we've got some Pixar buddies.
Yes, I love that. I love this this series that they dropped. This is called Dynamic Duos. You can see we've got Joy and Sadness. We've got Mike and Sully, and Remy and Emile. So from the various Pixar films. I think this one's really cute. This is probably my favorite of all of the Munchlings.
I love the idea. I love the idea of Joy as a lemon sorbet, and Sadness as a blueberry sorbet. So you've got a lemon sorbet, a blueberry sorbet. You've got I'm sorry, she's a lemon and blueberry sorbet, and then you have a blueberry pie. I'm sorry about that. So we've also have Remy and Emile as standalones.
Yes, as the medium plush, those sell for $29.99. I thought, yeah, and these are my favorite of the 6 are Remy and Emile, because I love Ratatouille. So perfect. You can get them as standalones as well.
So these are available at Shop Disney, and once again, you can find that wrapped up in this article. Are these also the blind box offerings?
Yes.
Other than those big ones that you were talking about?
Yes. Yep. So you will get one, and you won't know which one it is. They're $14.99 a piece, and yeah, there's 6 to collect in the collection. This one has no mystery character. Okay. So sometimes they throw in a mystery character, but this one is just one of the 6 that you see there.
I'm gonna say a quick shout out hello to Caleb. Hi Caleb, how you doing? And to Gio. Good to see you both here. Next up, we're going to talk about a new Vera Bradley collection that's popped over at Shop Disney.
This is called Piccadilly Paisley, and it's got Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, and Figaro. Figaro? Am I saying that right?
Figaro,
who's From what I saw on Disney Wiki, this is not only Geppetto's cat, but also Minnie's cat. So
That's right.
So he was adopted by one maybe, and then went to live with the other, or something like that.
There you go. Yeah, Figaro's made his way around. My favorite is when she knits him in an animated short. She knits him this sweater that he isn't she knits one for Pluto as well, but she knits this little sweater for Pluto.
Oh.
And he's allergic to it. It really makes him he's so uncomfortable and awful. And then she ends up bathing him, and it shrinks, and so she ends up putting it on Figaro.
Oh, that's so cute.
So it makes me giggle. But you've got a nice gray background, that quilted nature of Vera Bradley. Nice pops of color with Minnie in her blue polka dot skirt, Mickey in his traditional red shorts and yellow shoes. Some classic images here. Mickey presenting a flower, little Pluto hug. So super sweet. The Piccadilly Paisley happening over there with Vera Bradley.
Yes.
Oh, man, lots of options within this collection.
Yeah, I was surprised because sometimes the Vera Bradley site will have a lot more, but they brought over several designs, or several different styles, I should say, which is really nice. So you have a wider range to choose from.
And this wristlet is actually one of the RCID item. It's one of those where you can put your stuff in, and you can it can be protected from the people who want to be nefarious with your ID tagged stuff. Yes. So if you've been in the market for that, check it out from Vera Bradley, because you add a little bit of Disney fun to it. As we mentioned earlier, Halloween is closer, so therefore we're going to talk about Nightmare Before Christmas. And once again, let me skip to the top. There you go.
Yes, Nightmare Before Christmas, but this is 30th anniversary of the film, which I can't believe that. This has really more of a Christmas feel to it for this wave of the pop figures. We've seen some already, and then we've got an Entertainment Earth exclusive that smells like peppermint. So they also have the standard one on Entertainment Earth as well, but if you want that peppermint one, that's the only place you can get it.
Zero's so cute here.
He is. I think that's adorable. I love that she's dressed up in this holiday gown. She looks so pretty.
And Jack looks very much ready to tear up the dance floor with her. You can just envision the two of them in a beautiful Christmas waltz, dressed in their holiday finest there. How sweet.
I know. I was very surprised at how much I enjoy this Christmas wave.
Yeah, no, this is a softer side to Sally. The nice little Christmas muff there. Keep her little hand warm. A little bit of mistletoe. Obviously, she's hoping for a kiss. So very sweet images coming from this Funko Christmas collection. You've even got Zero, who I almost called Boo.
You got it.
Zero with his candy cane fetched. Ready for holiday fun. Oh, some sodas?
Some sodas. The one that looks like stone there is the Chase variant, so you might get that if you're lucky.
And then similarly with Sally, you have the stone Chase variant available within this Funko collection. Oh, even keychains. You want a little bit of that?
Feel like this, other than that very Christmassy outfit she had, the very Christmassy jacket and the mistletoe and the muff, this could almost be Valentine's Day. I feel like you could carry the Jack and Sally, because he's in a tux, and I don't know. I feel like it could extend through a third holiday.
It's funny that you say that, because in looking through these when I was preparing for the show, I started to think, you know what? I wonder if people use Funko as wedding toppers. And sure enough, they do. Check it out.
That is an interesting pairing.
I found this one on Pinterest. I also found this one on Pinterest, and I love the combo.
Oh, right? Is that Captain Kirk?
Yes, you've got the Trekkie who married the Star Wars fan. So you've got Kirk and Leia on top of the cake. You have some they had some of the Star Trek deltas decorating some of the cupcakes, and then you have lightsabers, Lego lightsabers decorating some of the others. So just a neat blending, but it was something that kind of, like I say, while I was gathering up today, I was like, wait, I wonder if people use Funkos as wedding toppers, because I would totally do that. If I was getting married now, I would totally be getting a fitting topper for Doobie and for me for our cake. So
I think we have a friend getting married in October who is a big fan of Funko. I wonder if he has thought about that as a topper, or if his fiance has been like, absolutely not doing this.
Yeah, I wonder. We'll have to ask around and see. Let's see. Within that world of the Disney 100, because that celebration actually, like, the date is October 16th. But the celebration started a little bit early, and we've already got the third wave of designs coming from our friends over at Roosevelt's. As you may have noticed, many of our staff have been provided shirts from the team at Roosevelt, so they look very dapper whenever they're out and about at Disney events. And Becca, which items are we talking about today? Oh, sorry. Hey,
we can talk about all of them. We've got 4 new designs. This is the Disney Deco, and I'm very torn on which is my favorite in this drop, but I really like this one. I really like that, like, jewel colored, and these like almost cards. They kind of look like almost like tarot cards in a way, but these are various Disney characters. And we got Tiana.
I love how you noticed that it fits in with that art design that we saw for the Entertainment Earth backpack. So if you are someone who likes to kind of be very matching in your design aesthetic, so you've got the Roosevelt shirt and the backpack over at Entertainment Earth. Both have that Disney 100 logo on them. So you can be celebrating the Disney 100. Ooh, this one's very bright and fun.
Yes, it's a little much for me. I think the red nose gives me that like clown vibe, or that pink nose gives me the clown vibe. So I don't particularly love that on some of these Mickeys here, but you're right. It's very fun, that bold neon color. And I like that it's against a blue background. I think that makes it more interesting.
Okay, I'm totally Googling right now, because these remind me of flannel bed sheets my brother had when he was little.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow. So now I'm all wondering if they are, or if it's just similar, because they had that deep blue background and the kind of a neon, but I think those were actually primary colors on his bed sheets. Okay, I couldn't find them right away. I'll have to look and see if I find them before next week, and I can share them with everyone. But yeah, I'm a fan of this. I don't know that I myself would necessarily wear it per se, but I like the look.
Yes.
Especially the colors on here. I'm really fond of it. I would love to see it under black light, I'll be honest.
Right? I know.
kind of want to see what that's like. And with all of these designs, they do have it both in that men's cut and then that women's cut that's a little bit more fitted around the waist. So if you're considering a Roosevelt's, you can look at those two different design styles. Let's see, design number 3 we're talking about. This is Dancing Tunes.
Yes, and this is my other favorite in the collection. So either that Disney Deco, the first one, or this one. I can't decide which one I like more. I really like this like almost muted purple, and I like the music theming of it as well.
And you're jumping back. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. I was just going to say that, you've got that more retro cartoon, the early years of Mickey and Minnie and Donald, of course.
Which I really enjoy, because it's the Disney 100. And so to have something that looks a bit more like historic, reaching back into that vault. I love when they've started to do that with their designs during this celebration. And then perhaps for those of you who are younger and don't have memories of those per se, this is your retro, right?
Yes.
The Disney afternoon look. Oh man, this is so familiar. I mean, the way Mickey and Minnie look here. This is kind of that look that would have been what my lunchbox and dinner plates and everything looked like when I was little.
Yeah, I think I have probably 3 or 4 different like 100-piece puzzles with Mickey and Minnie in that style. So yeah, very much what I grew up with.
In addition to the men and women's cut, they also do offer these sizes for youth and for, I think they even have like an additional size preschool. So even a little bit smaller. So if you wanted to do like, you know, sometimes I know families when the holidays are approaching, they'll do matching pajamas. If you instead want to maybe do matching camp shirts, you know, you could look at Roosevelt's, consider them for your holiday pictures this coming season. So, and the nice thing is if you go to Disney World and it's 100 degrees on Christmas Day, you can still wear these. Wearing your Christmas pajamas at Disney World when it's that hot is a little bit more challenging.
Yes.
So we've got those all wrapped up in this article. So be sure to check that out in the links below. And we appreciate it. Many of the items that we're showing to you, we have affiliate relationships with the companies that provide them. And so when you do shop through our links at Laughing Place, we do receive a small commission on those, which helps to fund our staff, cost of StreamYard and the other aspects of operations that happen to keep you informed on all things Disney. So we appreciate that support a lot. BoxLunch has unveiled a few new Disney 100 exclusives, and Becca gathered them up for all of you.
Yeah, I like this because it covers a range of characters and a range of styles. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like very cohesive, but it's all Disney 100. So if you're just looking for 1 or 2 little items to add to your collection, you don't need to have like, oh, the whole family wearing the same thing, or I want a, you know, set of something. Like this is really great for those individual purchases. What do you think of this hat?
Okay, this hat's adorable. It's reversible. You've got the simplistic style on the outside. You've got the colorful design on the inside. Similarly with the Donald Duck, right? You've got Donald Duck, huge letters in the back, a little bit of oh boy with his hat on the front, and then Donald's hiding inside that lining of the jacket. They have glassware. They have simple enamel pins. So like Becca says, are kind of across the spectrum in regards to that Disney 100, as well as a variety of prices. Okay, this I am super fond of. It's a collection of Mickey items. Yeah. So these are all the sorts of Mickey icons. I think this is like a Runaway Railway shirt.
Absolutely. I can totally see that.
Yeah, because it reminds me of all the things that you find in that Disneyland queue. You've got his hat from Brave Little Tailor. You've got his Mickey Mouse ears from when he's leading the club, his band concert hat, his Steamboat Willie hat. You've got some tricks from when he's doing his magic. So yeah, and of course the Sorcerer's Apprentice hat. Right. Even the Prince and the Pauper cap. So like I say, a lot of fun, a lot of reaching back into that vault for Mickey. Yeah, right, Gio? Dig in that shirt. I may have to pick this shirt up for Gideon. I have to see if he likes it. He tends to be more subtle, and he doesn't like a lot of graphic design on his shirt typically, but he's beginning to change in that aesthetic, and I'm wondering if he would like this one. So I'm gonna have to take a peek and see what he thinks. But yeah, I like it. Yeah, okay. Ooh, now we're moving into that high-end world, Becca. These designs are amazing.
Yeah, I was really surprised how much I like this. Because sometimes when they do the Disney collaborations, it's not my personal style, but I'm digging this.
Yeah, it's not okay. I literally cannot wear heels, but if I could, these are just so bizarre and cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I actually have just a sleek black pair of heels from Aldo, and they're quite comfortable for what they are. It's not quite this style, but very similar. So I like the wider heel too, because I need that support. I can't do the stiletto thing. I like no, any heel that isn't a wedge, like we're getting into dangerous territory. But yeah, this is going to provide that nice support base and give you plenty of extra space to feature the design as well.
And what an adorable little hanging Mickey there with
Yeah.
the anklet strap, just a little gold Mickey around the top. And I love that gold. I want to say it's called brocade, but
I
I'm not
think you're
sure.
right. I think
Okay,
you're right.
because it just feels very elegant.
Hmm.
And I also feel like from a distance, like most people aren't just staring at your feet.
Right.
So, so this is one of those things where they would have to be really paying attention to see that it's like that, that Disney design in it. They bring those same elements into this puffed heart
Mhm.
keychain. You have these loafers with an embroidered Mickey on them. Just a lot of really elegant looks,
Yeah.
but yet with the classic Fab Five.
Yes.
Well, I should say
So I think it's
Sensational Six.
Sensational 6,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, because we got Daisy there.
Uh-huh.
They've got styles for men and women. So this is mostly footwear. We saw the socks, and then yes, you have some accessories like.
Would Kyle wear those?
Um, that's a good question. I think he would. I think he would do it to like appease me if I wanted him to, but he probably wouldn't wear them on a regular basis.
Because we've got a couple of weddings coming up soon, and I'm like, I'm wondering if these are shoes that Doobie would wear. But who I really need to get shoes for is Giddy, so maybe I should look into getting Giddy in a pair of these. But once again, I suspect my son's taste is more subdued.
I think Kyle would have a better chance of. Or I think Kyle would probably wear those brown loafers that we looked at over these.
And every once in a while, I know our CEO, Ben, pops in and is paying attention to what we're doing over here when he's not too busy actually working. Yeah, I think he should snag these. He's always at like corporate events. I think they would do well to finish off his look with these.
And they would go great with all of his like his polos and button downs that have Disney on him. Like I've seen he's got a nice wardrobe. So yes.
So if you're looking for some higher end designs, a little bit more elegant fashion, but yet still with those classic Disney characters, take a peek at the Aldo collection that Becca has gathered on LP. I'm assuming you did, even though it says news desk. So.
Oh yeah, that must have been a mistake. Yeah, Luke is the one who found it, but I'm put the article together. So it's teamwork. It's teamwork.
I'm guessing this one is on your wish list because I know how much you love Gwen Stacy.
Yes. Yeah. Well, actually, Kyle's the bigger Gwen Stacy fan. I think I'd probably. Well, I could go either way, but yeah, we would probably wind up with Spider-Man and with Gwen Stacy in our home.
Yeah. Okay. So our friends over at RockLove. Woo. Okay, so I've bought a few items from RockLove. I know Becca owns a few items from RockLove as well, and we are big fans. And check out this new collection. You can see on the band, they have the character names engraved. That's not really engraved, but they're there. So
right there, yeah, it's more of a raised lettering around it.
And as always, the RockLove's items are beautifully crafted, especially their enamel work is just exquisite. I have a friend who's worked in the jewelry industry for decades, and she's the one who initially kind of, I don't want to say turned me on to RockLove, but I discovered RockLove and reached out to her and said, I'm interested in this jewelry, but I don't know about quality. What can you tell me? And she was the one who was like, this is amazing stuff. It is exquisite. And your money will be well spent there. It's a well-made product. So don't be afraid to spend it. It has a nice weight to it. The jewelry is well balanced. I know, Becca, you said you're wearing something currently.
Yeah, I have the Loki. I don't know if you can see how well
that's
you can
lovely.
see it there. But yeah, I love this. This is actually, it's a last chance item because they won't be restocking this. Okay. So if you want this ring, it's still available. I think it's 115, but I love it. And it's bigger than anything I would normally wear, but I absolutely love this.
It seems like it has a nice profile. I know sometimes, for us ladies with our rings, they can, get caught or whatever. But that one looks like you wouldn't have a lot of issues with that.
Yes, I agree. I can attest to that. I've not caught this on anything. It's not been an issue with my styling my hair or putting on a jacket. So yeah, even though we've got the like raised, like there, yeah, the little
Mhm.
bit raised there, it hasn't caught on anything for me. So
So they've
and
introduced this new collection for Marvel with Gwen Stacy Ghost Spider, Miles Morales Spider-Man, and Peter Parker Spider-Man.
yes, yeah,
So you can
which
find
is basically now it's not themed to that, but it's Spidey and his amazing friends. So the adults can have the jewelry, and then the kids can watch the show,
there
play
you
with toys.
go. There you go. Continuing in the world of Marvel accessories, sunglass icon DIFF. You
Mhm.
can get
Ye-
your Avengers on with your
Yes.
sunglasses.
It's the 60th anniversary of the Avengers this year. So everybody's just got huge milestone anniversaries in 2023. But yeah, Avengers 60th anniversary, and DIFF has 6 new designs for us here. Iron Man, right?
With the with the arc reactor
Yes,
emblem
on
along
the
the
side,
side
yeah.
there. We've
We've
got
got
an
Thor.
homage to Thor.
Mhm.
Captain America with that nice steel blue around the frame, and then that red on the ear tip, along with the Avenger logo there on that ear tip as well. Black Widow, you're looking at the cat eye lens.
Yes.
And the Black Widow logo there on the temple of the glasses. Really nice touches for these.
Yes.
These are crazy, man.
I was telling Kyle that my preteen self wants these so bad. I would have thought these were the coolest thing. I would have been begging to get these for like a birthday or holiday if I were, like 11 years old, 12 years old.
My current
Now,
self wants them.
not so much. I mean, like I want them, but I know they wouldn't go with anything I have, and I probably wouldn't feel comfortable wearing them.
No,
But
you need to be
love
bold.
it.
No, you need to be bold. These are epic.
They
I
are.
think our Mac needs them, and he can wear them with that tuxedo.
Ooh, yeah.
That Roosevelt's tuxedo, right?
Yes.
It's a similar color palette, as I recall. You think?
I think so. Yeah, and he'd be representing not only the X-Men, but then also the Avengers.
Right. So there you go. You can just be Marvel from head to toe. And we've got, of course, Black Panther represented within the line. So once again, that's a collection of Avengers 60th anniversary sunglasses coming from DIFF.
Yes.
Oh, you know who I really want to see in these? Not because they're his style, but just because it would make me happy.
Who?
Ben.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
It would make me happy.
And then he could put them on when he's like not in a great mood, and he could be like, "You wouldn't like me when I'm angry," and then we would know, like, okay, if Ben is wearing the glasses, we need to give him a little bit of space. We can come back later and then bother him with our
wide berth. I'm also envisioning how cool these would be, getting pictures over by at Islands of Adventure, that coaster, Hulk coaster.
Yes, that's so true.
It would be so like just Florida living, just that Florida theme park life. So yeah, okay. Enso rings. You've got a floral Star Wars designs available now. So
yes, this is interesting to me because it's floral, but it's also Chewbacca and 2 of our favorite droids.
Yeah,
I really like what they've done here. So I think it's a nice, like, it's a little more feminine, but I don't think it's girly by any means. It's a nice balance of, beauty, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
I love this look on Chewie. Like he's kind of cartoon, but not totally cartoon, but it's like a little softer side, a little softer representation of Chewbacca, which is what honestly I would want on my ring. I wouldn't necessarily want kind of a howling Wookiee
No.
on my ring band. So these are Enso are the kind of the silicone soft flexible ring style that is becoming more popular for those with an active life who don't want to have their wedding band or wedding set get nicked or ordained while they're doing fitness events, or out kind of doing more active activities. It's also for people who prefer to have just fashionable ring bands. So you can have a variety of colors. They're about $50 for the ones that are collabs. You're looking about $30 for ones that are not brand, kind of the brand collaboration. So you can really have a mix and match if you're in the mood for BB-8 one day, R2-D2 another. They've also got princesses. They have Mickey and Minnie. And like I say, they have a variety of just color-based ones as well. So you aren't, kind of wrapped up in that world of the same every day. Your ring is the exact same. You can have a little bit more expression within your ring designs. In a couple of weeks, Ahsoka will be making her way to Disney Plus, and we are seeing fashion releases from Hot Topic and Her Universe in celebration.
Yes. There's several Her Universe exclusive looks, but then some of those are also on Hot Topic. I really like not only the color palette, but everything looks comfortable, and I like being comfortable.
Yep.
That just looks like perfectly slouchy, like in a good way. Like it looks like it'll just be so comfortable to wear. And then, you've kind of got that little like cowl that you can put up on your head. I think it's really clever.
I love the fact that we're seeing not only designs reaching back into that more of that Rebels or Clone Wars era, but we're also seeing designs that fit more with kind of where we believe the series is going to be going, what eras we're going, kind of what she looked like when we encountered her within Mandalorian. We've also got her additional characters like Sabine, who we expect to see, who we know we will be seeing in Ahsoka coming. And this one with seeing Chopper, I'm like, woohoo! I can't wait. I'm hoping, I'm guessing, since I know we'll see Hera, I know we'll see Sabine, I'm eager for Chopper. Perhaps we've already seen him and I've missed it because I have been out of town, and I know some trailers dropped while I was out of town.
Well, I didn't watch the trailers, so I've only seen like one of the teasers for Ahsoka, so I can't even tell you if you're right or not.
But there's a couple of really sweet Chopper. I love this Chopper design with Chopper written on the sleeve, and then of course this one as well with the Chopper on the pocket there. So and if you were wondering why our background was the orange, white, blue, it's in honor of Ahsoka and the color palette of her clone troopers in the series. So cool. I am super excited for the upcoming series. Are you? Or let me ask this. I know some of my friends have been kind of disappointed with the recent series of Mando, with the recent Andor, and so they're kind of like cautiously optimistic for Ahsoka. Where are you kind of within that anticipation?
Well, I like Rosario Dawson, so I'm excited to see her like fully step into this role. I haven't watched a lot of the animated stuff, so I'm really I'm familiar with Ashley Eckstein, but I don't really know her as Ahsoka. So I don't have any like expectations. So I guess I'm optimistic because I've enjoyed everything that all the live action Star Wars shows that we've seen so far. So based on that, and but
no, me too. I've been a fan of everything that's come from Disney Plus in regards to Star Wars thus far. I enjoyed Andor. I enjoyed Obi-Wan. Boba Fett was beautiful as well. So I have not fallen kind of on that disappointed side. Some of it I've enjoyed more than others.
Sure.
But overall, I've continued to look forward each week to the Disney Plus Star Wars series, unlike Marvel, which only one that held me the whole way through, I think, has been She-Hulk.
Really?
I've bailed on all the others because I've bailed
even
on
WandaVision?
Yeah, even WandaVision, I kind of like, I think after episode 4, I kind of was like, oh, well, I'm this far in, I guess I'll stick it out. But it wasn't like, okay, is it that day of the week where it dropped?
Okay.
So yeah, whereas like Obi-Wan, Boba, those Andor, I was like, okay, we got to watch it.
Get ready. Yeah.
I would get annoyed if my husband wasn't available for us to kind of keep up with it.
Mm-hmm,
So, but in fairness, I am a much bigger Star Wars fan than Marvel's fan. So, you know, I suspect that will come into play as well because I'm more forgiving because I enjoy the world so much. I'm more apt to find something in it I like. So, yeah, no. But so I can't wait just a couple weeks. Okay.
I know. Yeah. I think it's just 13 days.
Yeah, I know.
So we're under 2 weeks. That's very exciting.
Yay. Okay. So let's see who is watching. Oh, yep. DB has stuck with every Star Wars and almost no Marvels. Yep. Okay. We are now, I believe it or not, Becca, I actually have a sensational 7.
Yay.
Okay, and this week's sensational 7 is inspired by how much fun I had watching the Disney Channel and now Disney Plus movie, The Slumber Party. They describe it as The Hangover for teenagers.
Okay.
I've never seen The Hangover. I'm not a fan of like raunchy comedy, so I've never seen The Hangover. But because that's my understanding of what it is. But this movie is so much fun. You've got a group of teenagers who have a slumber party, and instead of whatever it is that leads them to forget what they're forgetting in The Hangover, which probably is not something teenagers should be involved in, instead it is a hypnotist. And so you have that same thing. They wake up, weird stuff has clearly happened, and they're trying to find their way through it, resolve the situation. It is, to me, kind of that classic ridiculous DCOM where you're following kids all throughout ridiculous adventures. I remember watching with my mother this movie with Cindy Williams way back when, where she was trying to raise enough money to get surgery. Her dog needed surgery, and she was trying to get money for her dog to have surgery. And all these ridiculous things happen to this poor woman as she's trying to save. And at one point, she ends up in a rolling dumpster down a hill, kind of thing. And so there are elements of this that remind me of that. It's a bit on the slapstick side, but the kids in it are adorable. And so because of that, I'm celebrating a slumber party and what would be inspired let me try this again. I was inspired by the slumber party and using my sensational 7 inspirations of sleepy, happy, grumpy, dopey, sneezy, bashful, and Doc, the 7
You got it.
I've created a list, and we're starting off with sleepy. For a slumber party, you need a sleep mask because, someone, maybe they're just, they love to have the lights on, and you are someone who needs absolute darkness. So there you go. Over at Amazon, you can find this Sleeping Beauty Once Upon a Dream sleep mask for happy. Who wouldn't be happy if you're cuddling up with this adorable Wicket Ewok plush at your slumber party? How cute.
Yep.
Look at the little face. He's so cute. Okay, I felt like this was one of those things. I was like, wait, I hadn't seen this before. Well, I will showcase it here. For Grumpy, we've got a villain set. No rest for the wicked. Ursula, Maleficent, Evil Queen, and Cruella on this t-shirt and shorts pajamas set. Dopey, he is a character with very little words. In fact, classically, pretty much no words. So I chose Grogu. And Grogu plush. He's even got this little swaddle cloth, which, by the way, isn't this a little ageist? Because, he's 50 years old.
I know, right? Well, they call him the child.
Right?
I guess relatively, like, if Yoda was, 800, 900 years old, then 50 really would be a baby.
Yeah, so I guess the maturation process is different. So even though he's 50 years old, he's still a child. And he's like munching on that poor lady's eggs. So Lady Frog eggs. So I guess, yeah, he's very childlike, but it just seems so weird to have a
But to
50-year-old
say
child,
50, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, okay. But he's operating within that childlike realm, so I'll go with that. For Sneezy, I figure, he probably has dry lips, and so he can treat those beautifully with this lip mask at the slumber party, right? Overnight, you get a little bit of hydration on those dry lips. I know Becca was fond of the ColourPop honey jar lip mask. Well, this one is
those are so cute.
this one is a little mushroom from Alice in Wonderland. It says, "Who are you?" on the side. That color palette from the film as well. Bashful. Sometimes it's hard to break into the fun. So bringing along my own card games. This is a pretty easy game to play. This is from our Ravensburger, and we have been provided products by them in the past. I don't know that this specific set has been one of them, but I have actually purchased this set at some point. And it is a simple trivia game. You roll the die, and it tells you which question you're going to ask in relation to the characters that you see presented here. So 70 picture cards. It's about 280 questions. We've got 4 questions on each card. Very simple. Bring it along. Nice way to kill a little bit of time. And at a slumber party, nice way to break the ice. Get to know people if you're a little bit on the bashful side. And finally, Doc. I think of Doc as the foundation. He's the one that started it all. So I try and bring in kind of the foundational elements or characters. And in this case, if you're concerned about the dark, what better way to put out that concern than with the Encanto Miracle Candle. This is an LED light up candle. It's available over at BoxLunch. Features the illustrations as you would see it represented in Encanto. So there you go. There's my list of 7.
Yeah, I really like this candle. That is so pretty. I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Right? I was like, whoa, I hadn't seen that before. Cool. I'll share that with everybody. So yeah, so there's my list of 7 things that you might bring along to a slumber party as inspired by the 7 dwarfs. So yay, Sensational 7's back. Hopefully it will stick around for a while. But dude,
it's been a busy summer. It has been a very busy summer.
I've got 2 more trips planned right now. So yeah, like busy. Okay, let's see. What's on the shopping list, Becca?
We have so much stuff on the shopping list. We once again have another Pintastic Tuesday. This week was celebrating the 30th anniversary of Hocus Pocus and just Halloween in general. We've got new Disney Barefoot Dreams jackets and robes and blankets. Some are Disney 100, some are just Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, and even Jack Skellington. So those are over on Shop Disney. We have some Nightmare Before Christmas Loungefly exclusives at Entertainment Earth that glow in the dark. So you gotta check those out. Hocus Pocus, as you could see earlier on our site, we had the item of the day was the Hocus Pocus plush. There's some shirts and some stuff is for Hocus Pocus 2, some for the first film, but lots of fun Hocus Pocus stuff on Shop Disney. We've been looking through various Disney items at Hot Topic, and we've got a post about Tinkerbell and the various items that you can find there. We've got some Halloween exclusives again at BoxLunch. This is Star Wars, Marvel, and just Disney in general. So those are, perfect for this time of year. RockLove has a new Ursula shell necklace that's themed to the live action film. They've already gone into their 3rd wave of production. So it's a back order, but you can still get it. They haven't sold out yet. Those will be shipping in early September, so don't miss out. If you've been watching Only Murders in the Building, the 3rd season has started, which I haven't caught up yet. But once again, Rare Beauty has brought back Mabel Mora's must-haves. And so this is the actress Selena Gomez, who plays Mabel. She owns Rare Beauty. And so this is kind of a fun thing they did last year, and they're doing again with her style for season 3. So these are some items. If you buy 3 or more, you can save 20%, and you can get a free makeup bag. And then we have the Marvel Legends Hydra Stomper Build-A-Figure. So this is a wave of 7 characters that you have to purchase to get the Build-A-Figure, all the Build-A-Figure pieces. But this is various Disney Plus Marvel shows like Hawkeye, WandaVision, Secret Invasion, and What If. And then we have the Marvel Legends X-Men 97, which is supposed to be coming onto Disney Plus this year, but I haven't heard a date yet. Still, though, fingers crossed, right? So you can pre-order those action figures as well. If you've been following our Casetify posts, there's been a Spider-Man collection that launched earlier this year, and they finally added cases for the AirPods Max. So those over-ears headphones, they have cases for those, and they're Spider-Man and Venom. And then finally, an electronic helmet from Hasbro as part of Star Wars, the Black Series, that's themed to The Mandalorian. So some pretty cool stuff there for the high-end collector. And yeah, thank you for letting me just kind of give you everything. My goodness, that was a lot.
As always, we thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this stream, if you've seen something new, hit like. Let people know that we're out there. We really appreciate your support in letting others know about us. Maybe send a link to a friend who you know also enjoys Disney merchandise, and let them know that we're here typically on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific. So we thank you so much for stopping by. Laughing Place will be morning update. They have a morning update in the morning. It's her husband and my husband talking about all things Disney, because that's what we do around here. We talk about Star Wars, Marvel, the parks, Adventures by Disney. Pretty much if it helps to move that Disney stock price, then we're talking about it here at Laughing Place. Thanks, Caleb, for stopping by. We will see you all next time. Bye for now.